YouTube, I'm back. It's Radia. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I feel like I've been away for ages, guys. I've had a bit of stuff going on. I've not really been consistent with anything in life, but that includes fasting. But I'm back now. I know I usually do videos about like updates, where I am, how much weight I've lost, what routine I'm doing, and things like that. And I'm going to continue doing those videos. But I also want to do more on this channel, but without going off track too much. So I don't want to start doing videos on like hair or anything. But yeah, just let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and I would really appreciate that. Right, so this video is going to be about psoriasis. And the reason why I do this is because I was never formally diagnosed with psoriasis. So my doctor said it looked like psoriasis, and I believe it looks like psoriasis. But I never went to see the specialist because I didn't want any cream or medication. I wanted to get to the root of the problem and stop it from ever happening again. That's what brings me to fasting. So when I was doing my research, I've always done intermittent fasting on and off. Nothing major, and I wasn't even doing it properly, to be honest, because in my, let's say, 8-hour window, I was just cramming in all kinds of junk, wasn't losing any weight, didn't notice any health benefits. But what got me into more serious fasting was when I was doing my research about psoriasis, finding out that skin issues are usually related to the gut, so it's to do with what you eat. And for me, that made sense, because I would spend from whenever I started eating, which would usually be around 11 o'clock in the morning, because I don't tend to feel hungry the first thing when I wake up. But from about 11 o'clock till I went to bed, I was eating. Eat, meal, snack, eat, meal, snack, eat, meal, snack. And that was like a constant thing for, I guess, for years. That's how all the weight crept on and the skin issues started. So the first flare up I had, like, don't quote me, go back and check out my psoriasis video. The timeline's there, but it was a couple of years ago. I had my first outbreak. I never had it before, didn't know what it was. I had about 2 months off work, I think, 2-3 months off work. It was terrible. I said it looked like my skin was burnt. Actually, I've got a picture. Okay, I'm going to insert a picture here. That is my skin healing. So in the first place, it was like, imagine a fish's scales. They're silvery, they're kind of flaky. That's what it looked like for the majority of my body. Apart from that, it looked like I was burnt in some areas. It was red in some areas. It was itchy. It was a terrible time. I found out about fasting. Did I find out about fasting then? I don't think I found out about prolonged fasting then. I never knew prolonged fasting was a thing. Because if I knew it was a thing, I tell you, I would have done it years ago. Years and years ago for weight loss purposes. So I always just thought that intermittent fasting was pushing it. Do you know what I mean? Like going for 2-3 days without eating is extreme. What are you talking about? We cannot survive. Which I can now say we can survive. And forget about weight loss. It's just fantastic for your health. Anyway, I digress. I think a year later, I really can't remember. It was around 2017. I had another flare up. It was worse than the first one. Do I have any pictures? Because I think that picture that I just showed you was from the first flare up. Yes. This time it really attacked my hair, and the front of my hair disappeared. Have a look. Now, girls, you will know that to lose any hair, especially like not from the ends, it's a bit much. I was in wigs constantly. Wigs. Even when I didn't want to wear a wig, I was wearing a wig. Because I just felt so embarrassed. Like, I just felt so embarrassed. I don't think anybody understands the extent of my hair loss. I've got a friend that came around. Hey, Jodian and Simone, they've seen me like that, and my son. I don't think anybody else saw the extent of what was actually going on. I can't believe I've just put that picture up. Although technically I haven't put it up yet because I haven't edited this video, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put the picture up because I want to show you what I was going through. It took me, that picture that I just showed you was April 2020. We are now in March 2021, and it's not as full as it can be, but it's definitely coming back. So like now I don't have to wear wigs all the time, and you don't understand, or maybe you do, how beautiful it is for me to not feel like I have to throw on a wig to go to the supermarket. That's how I felt. had to throw on a wig or throw on a hat to go to the supermarket. I felt so vulnerable. So although fasting for some people might be just like another fad, or what are they even doing, what are they talking about, it brought me back confidence and happiness, because I can say it's fasting that has helped me maintain really good skin. After that second outbreak, which was terrible, if I've got any more pictures, I'll put them up randomly, but any more pictures I have will be from the first outbreak, which wasn't as bad as the second, because I didn't really take much pictures on the second. Yeah, so after that, I decided to get really, really serious about my health. Even if I wasn't doing prolonged fasts, I would still make sure that, so say for example, I fell off for a few weeks for whatever reason, I'm on holiday, or I've fallen off because I've got low motivation, or whatever it is, I always make sure I get back on it. I'm never off fasting for too long, because when I did do that, at some point, I can't remember, I think it was after my second outbreak, and my skin healed through dry fasting and prolonged fasting, and my skin completely healed. I think I did a video about it actually, where I said I got rid of a psoriasis flare-up quickly or something like that, because let me use my hand as an example. If I'm starting to get a flare-up, right, I never had one on my hand, but the area that I'm going to get a flare-up on, it will tingle first for a few days, and then it will start to itch for a few days, and then one day I'll wake up and there's just a rash. So I think after my second flare-up, there was a situation where I felt like I was invincible and, oh my gosh, I've healed my skin, I'm never going to have an issue again, and I started eating back to my old ways. That's eating all day, snacking, pizza, donuts, cake, burgers, whatever. And so it was the lower right part of my back. This is how I noticed, and it always seems to start there. And actually, I don't know if there's a scientific reason for that, but when I go for too long eating all day and eating junk, I will get a tingling sensation for a few days in my lower right back. That will turn into an itch, which will turn into a rash. Now, since my second flare-up, when I was messing around a bit after that, and I realised there was a pattern to this, I thought, oh my goodness, my body really wants me to fast. And it doesn't have to be 2, 3, 4 days. I'm not here to force anybody to fast. I'm just here to share something that happened to me in a hope that can help somebody else out, because I'm a nurse and I have patients that come to me and they have psoriasis. I don't just deal with people with psoriasis, but the ones that do have psoriasis, and it's causing depression, it's causing them to feel miserable, and they don't even know. I can't say to them, don't eat, because I'm a nurse, and it's not really supported out there, really, is it, in that world, like, to tell people that I'll probably lose my job. But the truth of the matter is, when my gut isn't being stuffed with stuff constantly, my skin is great. And when I go for too long, shall we say, I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's probably goes into a month or two of just eating all day, every day, junk, I get a flare-up, and it's just that simple. So that's why whenever I fall off track, like Christmas just gone, and I was eating for a few weeks back to back, I know that I can't push it too long. Like, there's a period of time where I have to say, okay, we've got to get back into fasting, because you don't want that flare-up to happen again. And so I just really, really wanted to share that with you guys, because I know that there is somebody out there that's pulling out their hair. Oh my God, how can I cure this skin issue? Now, I can't guarantee you, because everybody's different, I can't guarantee you that you're going to fast and you'll never have a skin issue again in your life. But for me, it is true that when I fast, whether it be intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting, consistently, my skin is fine and it is great. If I go for a month or two consistently eating crap, I'll have a flare-up. So what does that tell you? It really is gut related. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So don't forget, let me know if there's any other videos that you want me to do. As always, thank you very, very much for watching my video. Guys, please subscribe. It is completely free. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. I know it doesn't sound much, but we've got to start somewhere. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment. I'll talk to you later. Bye.